Hello, everyone. I'm sick, so if I cough, sneeze, or sniffle, I want to apologize up front. So, without any further ado, I want to talk about Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Crosscut. Crosscut isn't known for his accomplishments in battle, but his role is no less valuable to the Autobot cause. The ambassador's vast knowledge of languages and civilizations enables him to forge alliances across the universe. The Autobots can establish footholds on other worlds without firing a single shot. I ad-libbed a little bit there. This guy, who you don't remember from the G1 cartoon, is now given a second life in the IDW comics. And guess what? Open a book, and he's actually there on the first page. And he's in 2 more pages, unlike some of the other guys. But anyway, let's get to the toy. Crosscut comes in 2 flavors: Humble Autobot Linguist or Autobot Death Machine. Featuring 4 back-mounted cannons, shoulder-mounted rocket launchers, forearm blasters, laser rifle, a mini Tommy gun. You can also put the guns together to form a Tommy blaster. All of which sounds very familiar. Skids. Unlike Skids, though, I don't really have a problem with his face sculpt. I think it's really nice. His eyes are painted yellow so you don't get any of this light piping they tried to give him right there. And it's covered in chrome red paint. So are his hands and his feet. Articulation, let's get this out the way quick. His shoulders suck. Even with these shoulder-mounted cannons right there, they're really hindered. They are way back on like a ball joint in there. So he has this much outward movement, and that's about it. Then I wish they would have gave him like a joint right here on his upper bicep so it could go out, but they didn't. It can bend in a bit, which I guess is useful at times, but it's really hindered. He does have a ball joint so he can, on his elbow, so he can reach in front of his face. Head's on the ball joint. He can look down, not really up too much. He has a waist, bends that much at the knee, but due to his transformation, you could actually give him a double jointed knee. His feet are on a weird ball joint due to the transformation. They rock back and forward that much. And he has a toe joint due to the transformation. Speaking of transformations, before I go to that, I'm going to show you his back. This is how I normally assemble it, where everything's like really flush to the back. But if you want to give him a little bit more shoulder movement, you could move it up. I believe it's in the instructions like this. Well, that's really just up there. Things tend to get more out of the way, so you can lift his arms all the way up if you need to. Here we go. Close these. Close these. Fold up these. Fold up these. Lift his chest forward. Flip his head back. Flip up the toes. Rotate the foot around. Rotate the foot around, put it up there. Bend the knees. Bend the knees. Rotate the waist. Peg them together. Lift the chest up. Lift the back back. Put the chest up, put the shoulders down, and smash them in together to form the front. Actually, before we put the legs down, let's slam these into this peg slot right there. Now we can lift the rear up. Repeg it because it came apart. Lift the roof up. Push it back. Push the doors back on both sides. Put the hood in. And underneath of there. Now bring the doors down. And bam. A nice, lovely sports coupe. Okay, I didn't do something right. Come on, get in there. Let's pause for a second. Now we have a nice little coupe. His head wasn't straight in there. Anyway, when I picked this car up, I instantly just want to vroom him around. I don't know, it might be the compact size. Here's his details. You got nice painted lights back there. Painted headlights and grill, Autobot symbol. He has some silver paint on the doors and right here that doesn't really match the other silver too well. But you gotta really be looking at it. Anywho, the guns peg in on the sides. This is what he looks like next to Skids. And something I discovered, you can bring these guns forward. They don't mention that in instructions or anywhere. And you can have some anti-aircraft guns. Angle this windshield as you see fit. Maybe it's bulletproof. I think that's really cool. He was already giving me an Omnibot feel, but this really gives me an Omnibot feel. But anywho, I really like this. I kind of like him more than Skids. So, if you see him, I wouldn't pass up on him. As always, like, subscribe, share, comment if you like this video. Or if you didn't like the video or have any questions, comment anyway. And until next time, T-Man out. Or forearm ballast. Blah, blah, blah.